Hello, and thank you for joining us in our podcast called The Growth Journey. This is the place where you will start your personal growth and development. I'm glad you're here. I'm your host, Cheryl Hart. We have an exciting topic today, and let me tell you how inspired me to create this particular one, topic about do you put out positive or negative energy? So there are times when I am brainstorming ideas on what topic or content that I would like to create or to share with you, and nothing come out for some reason that truly, speak to me that I would like to talk about. But then this week came, I was with a couple of good friends of mine, not in the same time though, but I met with them in separate times, and we were talking about trying to catch up and see how things are going. You know how it is when you meet with your friends. Hey, how things are going. How your work. Where'd you go? Where'd you vacation this time? Still summer days, so a lot of people still on vacation. So when we talk about it, and then for some reason we get into the point we're talking about how people are so negative nowadays, and they are putting so much negative vibration out there. So to those who are in a receiving end, like my friend in that scenario, is just draining their energy out. So I thought I illustrate first and give you a real life example of a negative energy. Then we will talk about the positive energy. So I think this is a good opportunity for us to talk about it, since I know you going through it sometimes. I'm sure one of your life. I mean, not one of life. We only have one life, but I mean is we got through that. We go through this negative aspect of it our family, friends, or whoever close to us. So I think it's a good to get that topic and discuss it with you. So the first one is I was having a conversation of one of a good friend of mine talking about his project, and a project that he has been working on for the past 2 years. At first, it started off as an idea, then he looked for people who can help him build his innovative idea and help him implement it. Fast forward to today, it is now coming to fruition. So every day he sees his product coming to life, and he's very excited about it and nervous at the same time. And I said, well, if you're feeling nervous, good for you. And that means you are in the right track. However, there are some people around him who are close to him that does not believe that his idea will work. And not only that, they also given him negative vibe, and instead of encouraging him and giving him courage to keep going, they discouraging him instead. So I know he's not alone. That's why I decided to create this positive or negative energy episode because of it. I know you're not alone, or I know he's not alone. I know you're not alone. I'm sure at some point in our life, or perhaps this is what you are going through right now, when you share something good or a good idea with people, they right away trying to shut you down and making you think you are crazy. The sad part is the people who are doing this to you are the people that you are very close to. It could be your parents, siblings, brothers, sisters, your partners who you have a close relationship with, or even your spouse. So I have learned from my mentor, Paul Martinelli, from my John Maxwell team, the president of John Maxwell team. I've learned from Paul Martinelli that when people do this to you, it is because one, take a listen, one, they may be scared that you are going to fail and get hurt. People who are close to you do not want to see you fail and hurt. That's the truth. They love you so much, so they don't want to get you hurt. However, the funny thing is, you haven't started anything yet. You're still building it, but they already assume that you are going to fail. That's not a good it's not a good indication, right? Why are you assuming already I'm failing while I'm still building that up, right? So that's very discouraging. The second one is they don't want to see you succeed. Why? Because they want you to stay where you at and not growing. These people have a very limiting beliefs about themselves, and it is actually a reflection of who they are and their shortcomings. It could be they envy you or jealous of you that you come up with that idea, and they wish that they thought of it. So when they don't believe on themselves, that's what they put out to you and to the world. So if they do not want to see you succeed, it is because they themselves, they don't see themselves succeeding. So they would rather discourage someone like you who are succeeding so they feel better about themselves. I know it's sad, but that's the truth. Another thing is that the other thing that I observe about to those people who are pushing it through, who wanted to make it work, or like you that you trying to pursue this, and when a person like that who have had great success in their lives like you and have achieved so much, so much, well, guess what? No one will stop this person from doing what he or she are called to do. So discouraging him however you want, if you are that person, but keep in mind, they will keep going. They will not stop. You cannot stop this person. The sad part is if you are giving a negative vibe to this person, it doesn't look good on you. And in fact, they may not want you to be around because of it. What's the point, right? Because they want people to be surrounded by them who are encouraging them, who give them support. And if you are not supportive, then, well, they probably don't want you around. So that's going to be the sad part for you. So the third one that I would like to add to this too is some people are just plain ignorance. Oh, I cannot believe it. You will not believe in our generations today with all technologies around us. Digital product created left and right. I know, I was part of it too. We are creating digital product left and right, constantly innovating and changing the world. We still we still have people around us that are just plain ignorance, and it seems they still living in the medieval times or when a caveman is so popular. And I just have to say it, people, some people, they just need to wake up and look around and perhaps stop looking at their phones and smell the air or something. Go outside and look around themselves and look around what's going on outside, and ask themselves, what can I create today to help our world a better place? What can I create today to help our world a better place? So instead of discouraging those people who are trying to make our world a better place by creating, innovating, and trying to contribute to our world to the best of their ability, why don't those people create something instead of discouraging someone, right? So this is a real life example of how people will show their negative energy to you. I'm sure there are plenty of examples and experiences that you may have. So my advice to you is, if you know deep down that what you are doing and what you are creating will make an impact to the lives of others, then listen to one voice, which is your own voice. That's your true north. Everything else is just a noise. And you have to block those noise and keep going as far as you can, because there's no limits for you. All right? So now let's talk about the positive energy. So did you know that everything in this universe carries an energetic vibration? When you tune in into these vibrations and align with the ones that feel good to you, the world becomes almost a magical place. And speaking of the energetic vibration, let's take a pause for a minute and let's discuss about the law of attraction. So some of you probably studied or have heard about the law of attractions. So I thought bring it up here because it's kind of tied into the positive energy and the law of attraction. So it's been said that the law of attraction is one of life's biggest mysteries. Very few people are fully aware of how much of an impact the law of attraction has on their day to day life, whether we are doing it knowingly or unknowingly. Every second of our existence, we are acting as human magnets. Take a note of that. We are acting as a human magnets, sending out our thoughts and emotions and attracting back more of what we have to put out. Okay? So the question to you is, again, as the title of this episodes and our episode today is, do you put out negative or positive energy? Only you can answer that. But start thinking about it now. Do you put out positive or negative energy? Okay? So now going back to the law of attraction. So how the law of attraction works is, let's say if you are sending out negative thoughts, emotions and negative words towards you or towards others every second of your day-to-day life, then you will receive negative outcome. So if you want a positive outcome, you have to be intentional to put out a positive energy so you can have a positive outcome. So underline the word intentional. Okay, make sure you write it down. Intentional, because this is not going to happen automatically. You have to put in the effort and create a habit of the positive energy every day, in which I will share with you later on how to create a positive energy. So you have to do this. It's not automatic. You have to be intentional about it. All right. So the following is an excerpt from the book called The Power of Positive Energy by Tahanas. So she said, imagine being able to live a life that feels like it was created just for you. Imagine being able to live with ease and grace, secure in knowledge. Okay? Secure in knowledge that everything is unfolding exactly how it meant to unfold. And imagine feeling so loved and so supported in your life every single day that you have the confidence and the tools to go after your wildest dream. Imagine that. All of this is possible with power of positive energy. So positive energy is so much more than just feeling happy and cheerful all the time, or putting a smile on your face and pretending that you don't have deeper thoughts and feelings. We are human beings, and as a human beings, we are emotional creatures. So positive energy is about attuning your life to the energetic vibration. So to some people, positive comes naturally, but to those who don't. So these skills can be learned and developed. And once you do develop, the world will basically become your oyster. Because people respond well to positivity. In many ways, it is also a case of likes attracts likes. It has been said that it is good to be aware of the vibe you give off, because of often the energy we project shapes our reality. So the more positive you can project, the better you feel, and the better everyone else will feel around you. People will like to be around you because you are positive. When you feel good about yourself, you will also make other people feel good about themselves. That's positive energy. Like attracts like. So with positive energy, it will create more amazing opportunities and opening all sorts of doors in your life. So think for a moment. Who gets the best job or position at work? Who has the great friends? And who seems to have all the luck and success in their life? Well, guess what? The people who are positive. Positive people gets them. So if you want to get all the great things in your life the way you want it to be, so watch, observe, and hang around with positive people and hang out with them. Not only they are positive, they also have, number one, great words of wisdom that you can learn, that you can learn from, and they are willing to share it with you. Experiences and lessons learned, they can be your good coach, mentor, trainer for you. Number two, they gravitate and meet amazing, talented, successful people. You just never know who you are going to meet when you are around them. That's the truth. It is my case. That's me. So if you want to hang around me, that's fine. I'll show you around. I'll meet you cool people. That's cool. No, it's true. They gravitate and they meet amazing, talented, and successful people. Number three, they have abundance mindset. They are creative, always looking forward, not backwards. They are always learning, always growing. Okay? So here's the truth. The kind of vibe you give off plays a big role in whether others want to be around you. So, without saying anything, you can emit a sense of peace, calm, and other positive feelings that can inspire, uplift, and energize the people with whom you come in contact with. So, have you ever met a person for the first time, but it seems you've known them forever? It is amazing how you suddenly get connected to them and you get them right away. That's because like attracts like. On the other hand, the opposite of this is you can repel people by giving off negative vibes such as tension, stress, anxiety, and angry, and many more. In fact, psychiatrist and author Dr. Judith Orloff have said these are the people who can suck you dry and make you tired and depressed and worn out and feel like you want to take a nap. So, yeah, so when you feel tired, that's why. Want to feel take a nap because you're surrounded with people who are always depressed, always stressed, always have tension, anxiety, everything is negative. Now you feel tired. I want to take a nap too. So it's okay. It is okay to show this vibe when the moment calls for it, you know. But if you have this feeling all the time to the point where people around you already know who you are, that's who you are, then we may need to take a look deep down and see how to ease them and perhaps seek a professional help to help you cope with it before it gets worse and maybe lead to depressions and mental health and so much more. So let's talk about the how to create a habit of positive energy. So this is the one. So make sure you write it down. How to create a habit of positive energy. So number one, say a few affirmation each morning. So morning is a great starting point for positivity. So if you recall our episode number 11 on surviving and thriving life, so feel free to re-listen to it again, or if you missed it, go back and re-listen to episode number 11 on surviving and thriving life, which we talk about how people who are thriving in their life are mostly are wake up early morning and start their morning routine. So you can incorporate this on your daily routine to have a positive affirmation each morning. So a positive affirmation can be as simple as, as soon as you wake up, you can say, "Today is going to be a great day." Today is going to be a great day. By doing so, you already set your mind up that today is going to be a great day. You can create your own affirmation on how you want to start your day. But the point is to make it a habit and set your mind up, and it will naturally gravitate towards positivity. Doing this often, it will comes natural to you over time. So let me take a pause for a moment about, since we're talking about habits, so let me share it really quickly how when you start something new and making it a habit, so when you do it every day, do you know that when you do this every day for at least 21 days, every day you didn't miss, every day for 21 days, you already creating a habit. Okay, so start off, if you start today or tomorrow, you and start that tomorrow and then you do it for 21 days, you already creating the habit. Okay, so make a note of that. So number two, change your thoughts. So it's not a habit of positive energies. Change your thoughts. Did you know that your mind is very powerful? Who you are today and how you perceive yourself and others are coming from our mind, which is also the source of our thought. So write this down. Your thoughts become your feelings, and feelings become your behavior. So in one of Forbes' article that says the way you think about yourself turns into your reality. If you draw inaccurate conclusion of doing, you limit your potential. So take a look at your life right now, your career, your relationship with others. Look around you. This is what your thoughts are and what becomes your reality. It is the reflections of what's your mind, what's in your mind. The idea that you have created or not created, and how you feel about certain things and how you behave to it, it's the result of it. And it all starts from your thoughts. So for example, If people are still living in poverty right now, even if they've got their chance and the opportunity to grow, but for some reason they didn't come out as successful, or at least having a better life, then there is something needs to change in how they think, and what they are feeding their mind to. I very seldom watch TV. That's the truth. I very seldom watch TV. I still watch movies, especially if something I like, something I wanted to see, but TV, very seldom. I am not a fan of reality TV shows ever. With all these dramas that they put out there, and I don't know who's dating who, I can't keep up with it. And it won't help me to feed my thought. It doesn't add value to me. So it won't feed my mind to it. So if you want to feed your mind with great things, you have to do things that will help you grow, or listen to those things, or read articles, read books that will feed your mind, or especially right now, listening to my podcast so I can keep feeding your mind to it. Okay? I do believe each one of us have had this chance, the opportunity to grow, but we never take it, or we didn't took care of it. When we have this chance and opportunity in our hands, we need to maintain it. Opportunities are all around us every day. We need to be more open to it, see it, find it, or better yet, create it. So those are the things that people must do. When they still in a poverty, or somehow they never get to the next level of the success that they're trying to aim or to get. Similarly, if you are having a negative thoughts or energy, if you are having this negativity in you, and you will, because not every day, and you will, because not every day is always sunshine and rainbows and unicorns. Okay, we always have that. We will get those negative thoughts and energy in our mind sometimes. When this happens, you have to be quick. Change your thoughts right away and get back to the positive one. How do you do that? Either listen to your favorite music, where perhaps you can dance to it, or sing a song, a music, or go to the gym and do your exercise so you can forget about these negative thoughts. Whatever you do, you have to distract yourself and change your thoughts, because what you think, it becomes your reality. And if it is negative one, you it won't be good because that's a negative one. So get back to a positive thought, so you will have a positive feelings that you feel good about yourself again, and it will then help you change your behavior. All right? So my favorite quote and this is, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So if you focus on positivity in your life, you will get positivity energy coming your way, and it is abundance. Number 3, find the positive in others. When meeting a person or talking to someone, especially for the first time, try to focus on something that makes them great. And you'll naturally give off a friendly and positive vibe to them, such as if the person have a great smile, well, compliment them. If the person share their experiences and stories with you, reiterate the key points, or saying back the key points what you have learned from their experiences that they shared to you. This is also great because the person know that you are listening, right? So that's the thing, that you are listening to them. When they know you are listening on what they got to say, they will appreciate you more. Why? Because not a lot of people are good with listening at times, and it is really frustrating if you wanted to say something important, the person doesn't even care. So listening is a great way to demonstrate that you care. It has been said that when you reflect positive vibes back to people based on their words, they feel as though the positive vibes are coming from within them rather than from the outside. Number 4, stay in the moment. Stay in the moment. Compare it to someone who's living in the moment, and you'll see why it's so important when projecting positive energy. Things like looking at your phone, during discussions, conversation that you have, you're not listening, you're not looking, you instead of looking at your phone. So complaining about an event or a person, another example, that not living in the moment or being withdrawn from others are creating nothing but negative energy. So those are the example of negative energy that they created. So when I am out and about with my friends and my family, or even a new acquaintances that I just met, I always make sure that I am in the moment with them. I intentionally to make sure that they enjoy my company. Sometimes I go above and beyond of what is expected or not expected. We do some spontaneous things that's not planned, and finding humor on the conversations, and just try to laugh. Just try to laugh every time. It's good for your soul, as what they said. So living in the moment is very important. It's also something that I teach in my premium podcast, which is the Today Matters, in which I also, shared it with my membership subscription, that today is the day that I can build memories. This is why I try to live in the moment, because I truly believe that today matters, because today is the day I can build memories with them, so that when we get together again next time around, we have something to look back to and say, hey, did you remember that tourist guy who wore a tourist outfit that we saw in downtown Chicago? And we knew right away what we were talking about, or what I'm talking about. We just laugh about it, right? I'm sure you have had these great memories, experiences with your friends, family, and your loved ones, and even the person that you just met. Always be intentional about being in the moment, staying in the moment, because today is only matters. Yesterday ended last night. Tomorrow is not yet here. So today is what you got. That's why this is what I very important. This is what I teach in my premium membership subscription. Today matters. So go check it out. If you are not subscribed yet to my premium membership, go ahead and sign up right now. I'll let you know how later on in this podcast, but those are really good teaching lessons, and I look forward to see you there. So the fifth one is treat others. It has been said that treat people the way you want it to be treated. It's always true and always will be. If you treat people badly or sending out your negative energy, then you will receive negative outcome. Yes, we've been saying that since earlier in this topic, so I just want to make sure that you get it. That's how the law of attraction works. When you attract negative people because you are sending that vibration, then you will get negative people. No matter who they are, how old they are, how young they are, what color of their skin are, what religion, what their religious beliefs are, politics are they are involved in, if they are a human being who is breathing, they need to be treated with respect. Sometimes we forgot this because we thought we are the only person who is living in this world, but we need each other. We need one another to help our world become a better place. Our world can only become better place if we know how to treat people with respect, and that starts if we treat ourselves respectfully. If you do not treat people with respect, that reflects on you and how you want it to be treated. It is also important that words matter. Okay? So words does matter. Words are powerful. You don't realize it, but it is very powerful, more powerful than when you get hurt physically, because words lingers in your thoughts and in your mind, and eventually you become it. So before we speak, before we say any words to someone, we need to think about it, if what we are going to say is to hurt someone or to uplift, inspire, or encourage someone. So those are the things that we need to think about to treat others. Number 5 is to treat people the way you want to be treated. And the second one is words matter. Words matter. Okay? So number 6 is establish boundaries. So before you can set boundaries, you have to recognize first if other people who are close to you are taking advantage of you. There are some people who are very manipulative. That's the truth. And they know your weakness and what you are afraid of. Because they are manipulative, they will play out your weakness. I was talking to a good friend of mine, and while we were in the pool and just enjoying our company, enjoying the weather. It's still summer here, so it's really nice to be out. And so she, throughout our conversation, she shared with me that she had this friend who knows how to play her, and this person's so good at it. It's so good at it that it's hard to say no. So this person can get what she wanted, how she wanted it, but it's costing my friend her energy and leads to frustration sometimes, and she don't want to feel this way anymore. So when you are being taken advantage of, it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel well. When you feel it's not right and something is off, instead of feeling great, you felt awful and regret. Something's not right. We all have these gut feelings, and I would suggest to listen to it more and often, so when you are taking advantage of. So when you knew that you are taking advantage of, then you can set boundaries. Either you still be friends with the people or you cut them loose. You can also give them another chance. People deserve a second chance, I truly believe that. But if it crosses that line again, then guess what? Just cut them off. When you do know how to set boundaries, it will actually help build your confidence, because you send out the energy to people around you that what is acceptable and what is not acceptable to you, and they need to respect that. If they don't respect that, then you know what you have to do. This applies to your family, friends, spouses, and whoever around you. You gotta set boundaries. Otherwise, they will just comes and goes as they pleases, and they will not respect you on anyways, on what you want. It will always be what they want. If we are able to set boundaries with our children, we definitely need to set boundaries to the adults. Adults need more boundaries than children. But then put them in the right place where they are belong. If this doesn't work, then guess what? Build a fence where they can see the lines so they don't cross that line. Okay? So I hope you have learned something about the negative energy and positive energy and the importance of it, and also how to build a habit of how to create a positive energy every day. Again, habit. If you start today or tomorrow for 21 days, every day you didn't miss, you start the habit already. Okay, so do just that. So here's a quote that I have found about positive energy. So passive energy knows no boundaries. If everyone were to spread positive energy on the internet or anywhere in the world will be a much better place. This is why we all need to put out positive energy, the negative one. Knowing this, it is now our job to spread positive energy out in the world and in the universe so that we can attract more positive people in our lives. That will help us to live our life even in abundance and not scarcity like the negative energy does. Living a life without limits become limitless. Okay? So in closing, just a few reminders for you. If this is your first time tuning in into our podcast, I thank you and welcome you to our growth journey. You are tuning in because perhaps someone referred you to our podcast, or you may have found us in a website or via ad. Whatever the reason might be, you are tuning in because you knew that you can be more and you have potential to grow, but you just don't know where to begin and where to start and who can help you to get there. I'm glad you're here and made that decision. Feel free to subscribe so you can get notification and keep you up to date for the new release episodes that we are releasing every Sundays, and you can listen to it anytime you want, and that's the beauty of the podcast. So also, if you think this podcast had helped you in some ways, had inspired you and given you courage, so please feel free to share this podcast to anyone you know, either friends, family, colleagues, your neighbors, your coworkers, people you just met somehow or somewhere. Feel free to share this podcast. The more the merrier. so they too can learn for all the lessons that we are learning today. No matter how old, how young, experienced they are, everyone needs to grow. And there are plenty of room for us to grow and improve. Practice on having abundance mindset and beginner's mindset. There are so much to learn and experience in our life, in our world. We didn't even get the whole the whole package of it. We're just getting started. So when you do share our podcast to someone, you too are making a difference to their lives. Our goal of this podcast is to make an impact and make a difference to the lives of others, in one person at a time, one community at a time, and one nation at a time. And the last piece that I would like to mention is that if you would like to start investing in your own personal growth and take this complimentary podcast episode to the next level and help you to become more and to be more, take that next step forward and join my membership program. As a trainer, coach, and mentor, I am now opening up the opportunity for you all to join my membership club. All our deeper dive teaching on the 15 valuable laws of growth today matters, a deeper dive on connecting and how to help you to become a better connector. If you're a leader, leadership to become a better leader for your team, to become a better salesperson so you can sell anything and everything you want, and more importantly, to expand your personal growth and development. And this is for you. In our premium membership subscription, we will provide many tools and resources available to you to equip you and to help you to reach your full potential. I will share many resources and tools that is only available to our premium membership, and many bonuses offerings. So to learn more, you can visit our podcast website at www.shareheart.podbean.com. To sign up, you have to go to this website. Our premium memberships are not available in iTunes or Google Play. You can't see it there. So you have to go to our website at www.shareheart.podbean.com to sign up and to get more details. You can select either bi-weekly, monthly, or yearly premium subscriptions. And also, this information are also available or listed in a text box for your reference. So if you want to scroll down to the text box in this episode, you'll see the link there. If you truly want to invest in your own personal growth and would like to improve as to where you are today and where you want it to be, join us. And I look forward to see you there. You can also reach me via email at share@shareiheart.com. I would love to hear from you and catch up with you and tell me stories, share with me what you're going through right now. Feel free to send me emails. So with that, I always remember this: if you don't invest in your own personal growth, no one will. Take care and be well.